Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Earlier today, I made a video on how to make this keychain, and somebody questioned it because I turned uh, the word into a hairline when I made a copy of it. Well, you know what? My nudge isn't big enough. Let's make my nudge 17. So I made a copy of it and moved it over, and then I left click, right click before I contoured it. And they asked, why do you have to do that? Well, you don't have to do it, but look what happens when you contour it now. Now it works, so you can go to object and break the contour part and then grab the contour and then left click, right click, you get the exact same thing. And then I just prefer the other way because I can see it. And also just in case there's a hairline in this drawing, I don't want it to cut out. Sometimes that could happen. So the other way you could do it without, so this is the text of Sarah. If you go to break the Sarah apart, but we want to make a copy of it and move it over. So you've got this apart, and if you grab it, your weld tool doesn't show up. But if you go to object and convert it to a curve, your weld tool shows up. And then you can make a boundary of it. I'm going to actually move it. Well, that wasn't very good for you to see. Let's move it over here. So there's your boundary. It doesn't have the inside of the line, but we don't need them because we're going to the outside. And then if you contour it now, and then go up to object and break the contour apart, you can move that. I think I jiggled it. Yep. And you can move that, make sure you turn it into a red line and make sure it's hairline, and you have the same effect. I just think it's easier to do it my way. Well, it's not really my way. It's just the way I was taught to do it. And you could do this with any word. Doesn't have to be cursive. Let's use the word Ingrid. Well, I meant to make it. You could use that word right there. I just think it's easier to make a plus key, move it out of the way, take this, left click, right click, and now you can apply that contour. Now, this will work, but we're not quite big enough. So let's contour, because I made this quite a bit bigger. Let's make it a 2-inch contour with rounded corners. So you kind of get that bubbly effect. If you don't use rounded corners, you're going to get that effect, which could or could not be good or bad. But if you use rounded corners, you get that. Now, this also puts some contours to the inside, which we're not going to want. So we're going to go to object, break contour apart, and then let's move our contour up. And let's actually right click, make it red. And then let's go to object and break it, the curve apart. And then we can just grab the outside and the inside contours will stay there. And then if you'll go back and watch part 1, I showed how to put the ring eyelet on there. Anyway, I hope that answered their question, and thank you for watching.